All right. Hi again. This is T-12 for launch log, and we're getting some steam. I'd say that. Today was a moderate day. I don't think I worked as hard as yesterday, but with the technology figured out, I think it was a little bit downhill. We figured out some small tech issues with soft cover, and then I started just filling in the gaps and just kind of proofreading through the whole thing. I proofread the whole thing in one sitting, and so now I have some sense of like what it looks like. So here's where we stand. This is version 022. I've been uploading it to Gumroad, but I'm not really telling anyone. They can find it if they want, but honestly, this is going to keep changing every day, so it doesn't really matter. The status of everything is that sections are done. I've finished the senior dev section. I had to drop a lot of things that I wanted to include, but if I was going to start including those, that would be a different book. So I had to call it at some point. And just say that it's not the purpose, right? Like originally these things were going to be one pagers, and now they are like how many pages? They're 80 pages of just like career stuff. So I think that's way more than I originally planned. But there's just a lot to get through. I also started adding a TLDR because the actual table of contents are so big because they go into all the small subsections. So if you want just the chapters, just go to here, TLDR TOC. All right, and then I sorted out some minor things. I had some issues with like the negotiating chapter, which I wasn't formatting correctly, and I think that's all sorted out now. I did finish the finale chapter, so this is about self care and how the operating system analogy helps you to take care of the things that are automatic to you. And because everything here is conscious, we should take care of the unconscious as well. Okay, so back to like launch stuff. I met with Tian today on video just to check in on the engineering ladders project. It, we've diverged quite a bit. We need to converge. Basically, the ladders piece. I have a lot of information on ladders, but let's just show you tech ladders, career ladders. Yeah, this is the chapter, and it's kind of messy. It's just like a bunch of like here. It's just like company, some comments, and I wanted a spreadsheet. So Tian is artistic, organized, and has done. It turns out has done similar things before. So she was a good person to rope in on this stuff. So yeah, it's all good on that. Hopefully we'll get something done by Friday. If not, we might stretch it over to Monday. Not the worst. Oh, I shifted platforms. So we're no longer on Gumroad. So if you head to crackingthecodingcareer.com, this is no longer the old site that was custom built. This is what we have, and I mean I can just fill this in later. It doesn't matter, but yeah, I mean the main ideas here. I need to figure out this styling because it's terrible, but that's really something I have to deal with Podia about, and I'm sure they'll work with me on this. I yeah, just anyway, everything works. I even signed up to Stripe, so I feel like this is kind of putting on the big boy pants. They have their no code builder here. I mean, I might end up regretting this, but it wasn't too hard to set up. It's just that, um, yeah, I mean, I there's some things I really want to tweak, and they just don't let me, right? So, and that's the sacrifice that I make. I did set up Stripe. It sends it to my Singapore address. I think that's the only thing I can do right now. So yeah, I have changed from Gumroad and PayPal to Podia and Stripe. Oh, and I have a Podia referral link. If you want to try Podia, I'm gonna paste it in there. That's just like it's no difference to you, but it gives me some kickback. That's all. Okay, so that's that, and let's see what else I did today. I did some interesting stuff. Oh, our editing has been delivered. Do you want to see it live? I haven't seen this before, so what do I do? Okay, can I click this? What do I do when you fall in love? Do, 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 do. I bet there's some edits here. Comments, edits. See new changes. Do I do that? Do, 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 So I just paid $200 for this. Okay, small edits, nothing too drastic, which is probably what I want. I don't need like a big reorg. Um, okay, yeah. Personally, I don't think negotiation is that important. Yeah. Okay. Um, that's not too bad. Yeah, I could take that. Um, cool. All right. Well, I will need to read it through to figure out what I want to do with that. But assuming everything's fine, I can just throw the whole book at them and they can edit it, and that will probably cost me 2 to 3 grand, and that should be fine. Okay. And then artwork. I did reach out to Maggie. She hasn't responded. I haven't reached out to for other art. I think I'm gonna drag in my sister for that. Landing page video. I did check out the three that I had. So these are just like they're video makers, right? Um, and like they look great for demos. The only problem is like trying to figure out which template fits, right? It really takes some imagination because like right now I only think of this as the donut video, right? But it doesn't have to be. And then this one is kind of the same, a little bit more. I don't know what the difference is, it's kind of hard to tell. But I like all these they look great. This one looks like an ad. I don't this is not me, so I don't like that one. So the one I actually ended up playing with was this one, Animoto, and here's the video that I actually made and tweeted out. No, no, isn't too hard, right? Whatever. Anyway, I'm not sure about this. I did reach out to my friend Gant, who does more custom videos. Like basically, if it's a slideshow, who cares? It should be funny, right? So you really need like none of these are funny. Even the ones named funny are not funny. So really need some inspiration as to like what is the funny angle, right? And I don't have one. It's a book. It's not meant to be funny. Anyway, also reach out to podcasters. Blah blah blah. One podcaster reached out to me. I reached out to Arthur Meister from Breaking the Startups. That's a podcast I listened to for a while, and also JS Party. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Undefined podcasts probably should be in here as well, but they seem to have gone cold. Undefined podcast. And I don't have to do this before the launch. I can do it after. It doesn't really matter. So I just thought it would be cool. Okay. And then operating system use. So I wrote that as well today. I started letting in people into the Discord. What's his face? Eddie suggested I check out Dylan Israel. I don't know this guy, but I'll check it out. But people saying hi on Discord. It's interesting to see what backgrounds people have. They're not all newbies. Like this one's an EM, and yeah, it's just an interesting like get to know your customers. I think it's just a really good idea for all books to have Discords. Anyway, so yeah, it's a pretty short update. Tomorrow I'm going to write 2 more chapters. This one's a short one, just like TLDR every single chapter, and then the side project chapter, and try to get it for like kind of just ready for it to send out to reviewers. I think that's gonna be T10. So yeah, I mean the schedule here is all kinds of fucked because GitHub's just kind of buggy, but I'm just gonna go -1 day every day until launch day. So I mean, I feel like I'm on the top of it because like now I have a concrete book in front of me, and I can ship it regularly without any bugs, and it just feels like it's under control. It just feels like I can actually ship this, and people will not say that it's a steaming pile of shit. So that's good, and yeah, in fact, I can get a little bit more ambitious. So originally when I made up my launch plan, I made this issue with all the other stuff I wanted to launch. Sure. I wanted to interview people. I wanted to identify cohorts that I could go through and do, sort of book clubs slash talks about it. Add in resources for underrepresented groups. I should probably do that. Yeah, just like stretch goals that like weren't really core, but I wanted to add anyway. So I feel like I have some time. I feel like I can study launching more. So launching, I'm still accumulating resources on this launch cheat sheet. And yeah, there's a bunch of other, good lessons from launch that I could take home. And I should probably do that. I should decide on pricing tiers. Actually, I'm just going to do that. Decide on pricing and decide on pricing tiers. Probably raise the base price. And then the middle tier is the community tier. And then the last tier is some sort of cohort group tier. Something like that. That's kind of what I'm going for. Oh, and then yeah. Oh, the other big thing today was that I decided with Quincy that I'm gonna 25% of sales to free code camp. So that's gonna be a big promise of the thing that I'm gonna donate a quarter of sales to free code camp, keep them alive, and I don't know, spread the good word, whatever. Just feels right. Yeah. I need more. I need more. I'm not impressed by this. I think it's all right. I'm kind of going through the motions. I've been that the platform switch really sort of threw me off a little bit. Hopefully I can resolve this platform switch because I'm really sick of switching platforms. But I'm not gonna let like a screwy image mess up the rest. Like Podia is really good on just fundamentals. It's just like the no code thing bites, every now and then, and I can figure out a way around that. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Pretty short update. I have to go do some stuff for Egghead right now, and yeah, just gonna keep going. Bye.